YouTube, what's happening? This is CJ the Detail Guy. Just back with another video. Quick video, just steady working. Top of the morning to you, as the sun would say. Today is April 29th, the 30th. The 30th. Just at the shop working, been just grinding, working hard. Always got something going on. Get ready to buff this black truck out. Got like little fine scratches and stuff all on it, as you can see. So I gotta get all that, buff all that stuff out over the whole truck and clean the interior of it. These trucks are pretty nice. Inside of these are Laramie Dodge joints. This I want to say this is a 2018, 2019. But it's a nice truck though, nice big truck. So all that bug stuff like that, I gotta buff all that stuff out of. But that ain't what this about. This is about patience. As you can see, she up on the lift. I've been getting some work done to it, some much needed maintenance and work done to it that I've been supposed to been did. I had to add some stuff to the car. I had to finish up my wiring. My wiring got kind of disappeared on me, so I had to figure out what he didn't finish. We had a template of exactly what needed to be done, a checklist, I should say, of exactly what needed to be done. Majority of all that's done, especially now. The main things was making sure that this digital dash read all of the meters or read all of the gauges. So I had to add a water temp sensor, and I had to add an oil temp sensor. Now this is a LS, so with an LS on it, the computer reads all that stuff and feeds it back to the dash. He must have didn't turn that on or didn't run the wire to turn that on for my car. So I wasn't getting the water temp read. I wasn't getting the oil read as well. What I also figured out with my research is that instead of me pulling off the factory oil sending unit, I left that on and I put the oil sending unit on the oil pan, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then with the coolant temp, instead of me running it on that side, I kept the factory coolant temp spot, and then on the back side of the head, on the passenger side, I added coolant temp sensor over that side. So that's reading, but I'll show you that probably a little later when I pull the car down off the lift. But basically what I'm doing, if you didn't know, I have the intellitronix digital dash. It's up here. All of the stuff is here that I'm supposed to have for my screen. I got all my wires, all on got connectors on it that connect and unplug from in the car. I had to add a coolant. I had to tap into the coolant line to get an external coolant line, and I had to tap into the oil pressure line to get an oil pressure external. So I got these two go straight to the aftermarket units that came with this kit, and then the main lines go back to the computer. So when we do the computer read shows everything through the OB2 port, shows everything is reading fine. It just wasn't registering on my dash, and I'm thinking that's because he didn't send the signal or wasn't wired up correctly. But now I ain't got to even worry about that because I'm shooting that directly to the dash, to the electronic dash on its own now. So water temp and oil, so those gonna go directly, and I ain't even really got to even worry about the computer. All right, so yeah, so all those lines are hooked in. Like I said, they all got their connectors on it, so I can put them in and out. And these are the push buttons to set your dash the way you want it. So I got it up here in parts. I'm gonna put it in the car here soon, put it all back together. I'm gonna clean up my wiring and all that kind of stuff before I put all this back in. So you got your screen, you got your instrument cluster, little gauges where everything lights up and tell you what it is. You got the Oldsmobile cover, the protective square that goes on it, and the backing plate that goes on it inside the car. You put all these together, it look like one piece. So it's pretty sweet how it is. But all of that's set up. But what I had to do, one sec. What I had to do, and one you may see, one you may not see. Let's see where we at. If you can see my oil pan, there's that silver thing right there. Let me do this. This right here. This is an external sending unit. I wired it directly to the dash right here, this line. But it's in there over top of the oil pan. Now, if you got these aftermarket oil pans, these oil pans come with a block off. That block off is right here. You can set your car for a turbo if you want, like a turbo later down the line. You can set your stuff up for like stuff like that. So that's the one that was on it. With this one, I wasn't able to apply the piece that I needed to apply on the 1/8 fitting. So let me get this. What I did, let me get over here. What I did was, if you look, there's a 45 on here, angling this down. I could have went up with it, but I figured, hey, it's safe right there. There's nothing there. Wrapped it in the heat shield, all in the heat shield, so I'm not concerned about it. It's metal. Not concerned about it getting hot or anything like that. And it's clear, it's not gonna hit nothing. All right, but this piece here I had to buy. If you can see, it has a screw in the middle, a 1/8 MPT goes in here. So I had to order this little piece here. Comes with a rubber bushing on the backside and 2 alley head screws, a 45, and the sender unit. So I ran the wires down through the grommet, and you got your oil pressure line running right here. So that's clearing everything. It's running down the back side of the motor. You see the tape that's on it. It's running down the back side all the way up, back up. So everything clear. It's not pinching or anything like that. Then on the passenger side, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it, but let's see. Let's take my word for it. I added a sensor up top. Hopefully you can see it. I think it's right there. Right there. You see it right up top? I added that sensor, which is a coolant temp sensor on the back side of the head, and now I'm getting all my readings. So we good to go there. I also had to deal with this transmission stuff. Now I'm a proponent of a person that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So with my transmission being a 4L80 and it had under 100,000 miles on it, I didn't get it rebuilt and all that kind of stuff like that, because my transmission guy said that it was still in tip-top shape. When I put it in the car, it's still in tip-top shape. It shifts, it does everything it's supposed to. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The only thing he told me to do was change the filter on this bad boy. So as you can see, there go the old filter. As you can see, that joker look, and there go the new filter. All right, so I've been in here working on that. And just looking around up in there to see if I see any issues. I didn't have any metal or anything like that in the pan. Everything was good there. Looking at all the wiring and stuff like that, all the wiring on here is good. No issues there. yeah, no issues there. Everything seems to be in place like it's supposed to. With this transmission though, with this motor setup, um, initially I was just putting it in overdrive and just letting it shift itself, which I still do that. But my transmission man told me that, in order for me to get this transmission to run smooth and function right with this motor, for the first 500 miles, he told me to shift it from low to high. Just shift it. You know what I mean? Ain't no racing and nothing like that. Just shift it so that the fluids and stuff can move around like they supposed to, and that everything can pick up like it's supposed to. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm looking around it now, just making sure everything is good. I actually, let me get from under here. Actually, what I did while I had that pan off, let me get in here. This is my paint room, y'all. I painted my pan. I took that rubberized coating and I painted the bottom of the pan. Not only did I paint the bottom of the pan, I cleaned this bad boy out. I cleaned that joker out. Got all the little slimy stuff out of that, builds up in it over time. So I cleaned all that stuff out, put a new filter on it. Now I got another gasket, and I'm also going to add gasket maker on here as well, so it'll seal up good, so I ain't got to worry about no leaks. So that's getting ready to be one of the things I do today after I get some of this work done on a lot of the stuff I got going on. But that's going to be later today. What I also was able to do, I was having an issue with my my air shock. So I had to take that valve and stuff apart and see what was going on. I added a new valve, so it should have fixed that the air line there. I was having little issues here on my rear end, just with just chipping and stuff like that. So I touched all that stuff up. Then on this side here, I was also, my tire, it's no signs of it, but my tire on the upper tub on this passenger side, I don't know if you can really see it in there, but it was still rubbing a little bit. You might not be able to see it. Let me see if I can get from here. My inside tub right there, down the lower part. Let me see something. My inside tub right here. Hopefully you can see my hand right there. It was still rubbing my tire a little bit, y'all. So I had to go get that adjusted, get the tub spread back, push back some, so my tires are clear. So I went ahead and got that done. At the same time, I went ahead and polished my billets up. Got them joints A1, front side, back side, got that together. But also, I added some more the rubberized coating under the bottom on both sides, on the frame and all. So it should be, a little more uniform. But yeah, so I've been in here working, trying to get stuff done with this car. Look at my lift, y'all. Bleeding. I gotta get this fixed, man. I gotta put a bunch of dirt down to keep that joint from spilling off all over the place, but it'll be all right. But either way, we getting stuff done. Like I said, a little later today, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close up that transmission, fill that up. I gotta top off my oil because I did lose a little bit. You see right there, that's how much oil I lost. And mind you now, that's still the break-in oil. Because I still ain't did 500 miles on this car yet. So that's still the break-in oil. So I gotta add some zinc, a little bit more zinc to this bad boy while I'm still cruising around for these 500 miles. That's why I've been driving it here lately, because I hadn't put no miles on this joker. So this the time now where you drive it, find out little things, fix them. Then the next thing you do from there, which I'm gonna be doing hopefully sometime soon, be carrying this joker to the dyno and get an actual dyno tune. So I want to make sure that mechanically everything is squared away with the car before I do anything else. So, oh yeah, by the way, these gaskets that come off of these transmissions, the older model transmissions, keep these. This the hard, sturdy one. Now, one came in the kit. I had one that came in this kit. Let me show. In fact, I'm gonna show y'all a couple part numbers right quick. This is the transmission kit that I had bought from ATP. That's the part number information. You know what I mean, that I had bought. But it comes with the filter, the little metal piece that goes with the filter, and then it comes with this little rubber gasket. Man, don't use this. I learned that from my buddy when we did his transmission. Don't use that. That's trash. Reuse your this one. You see, it's hard. Reuse that one. But what you do is you take some gasket maker and you go around this joker here, seal that bad boy up to the pan. Then when you put it up on the car, put a little bit more up on it over the other side. And once it crushes together, it'll seal all the way around and lock everything down good for you with some gasket maker. All right, not nothing crazy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing this with one hand now, so hold on. Gasket maker. This one. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is my little workstation table right here. But gasket maker. You see it? The oil resistant gasket maker. That's what you want to use. Get that. Put it around your gasket on both sides. Especially around the bolt hole areas on the outsides of them. So once you get ready to put that joker up on the car, squeeze that thing together and lock them bolts down. It'll seal that whole joker. You ain't got to worry about no leaking. All right. Keep this old one. Don't throw this away thinking you got you a new one. No, don't. No. These little rubber joints, this ain't nothing. I don't know what you use it for, but don't use this for your transmission pan. Now, I done seen people try to take that gasket and put it on top of this gasket. It still leaks. So keep your original hard gasket, because I don't even think they sell this hard one no more. Keep this one. It's got the shape and everything you need. Just add the seal to it, the gasket maker to it, and you good. You in the money. All right, so that's the part number for the transmission. Hopefully y'all see all of that. I got it from the ATP. All right, then for that elbow that I needed for the oil, here's that piece here. Brass Street elbow 45. It's a 1/8 MPT male, 1/8 MPT female. Brass fitting, y'all. The part number is right there. PTF 69C. I think it might be another one. Yeah, see, they tell you all of them. Elderman part number, Weatherhead part number, and Dorman part number is what it's interchangeable with, y'all. All right. PTF 69C, and that's one I got from AutoZone. So I had to go to different ones to find this one. It took me all day to find that joker, yo. But once I got it, I had some speed perk points, so I ended up getting this joker for $1.37. They was $6 or something. Online they're a little higher, $9 and stuff like that. Plus, you know, if you got shipping. But that piece there, that helped me out a whole lot. So I got that piece, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it with the part numbers for what I think I've done. Let me make sure. Always trying to help folks out. That's all it is, y'all. So, but yeah, that's it for now. Once I lower down the car, once I put the transmission pan and stuff on and I lower down the car, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna start cleaning up them wires in the inside, and I'm going to take my digital dash, my intellitronix dash, and I'm gonna test everything with the car running, fill it with transmission fluid. I'm gonna do all that stuff, and then I'm gonna set all that stuff with the dash, straighten out my wiring, and I'm gonna take my wiring, I'm gonna line my wiring up on the back of my dash, and I'm gonna install my dash. Once I install that dash, I'm gonna feel like I done accomplished a whole lot. So I'm gonna get that part done, and I should be done from there with that. And shoot, we can move on to the next step. All right, so shoot, stay tuned. I'm gonna hit y'all back when I got some more. Stay tuned. Hey, y'all, one quick little add on. That piece that I used for the oil, I showed y'all that one, the brass fitting, but here's the actual part number for the little brace or bracket that I needed. By Z-Whips, LS oil port single 1/8 NPT. That's the part number right there. This thing cost me about $15, y'all. But that's the part number for that plate, that block off plate. I mean, it looks, like I said, it looks similar to this block off here. Looks similar, just flat with the little NPT 1/8 in there and the rubber bushing on the backside. Some of them look like that with it. You could drill your screw holes in it, or some of them look like that where it already got the hole already in it. Mine was the flat billet piece, which I thought looked a lot better. Let me show you that again. It's a flat billet piece. It looked a lot better up against my pump. Hold on one second. I got to sit on this low chair, this low creeper, getting up under here. But if you can see mine, you can see that it's a billet piece. Hopefully y'all can see that. It's a billet piece there. That, to me, looked a lot better to have that piece there with the brass fitting than anything for real. So, yeah, I'm cool with that right there. So, that looks good. It's blocked off. Like I said, it's not in the way of nothing. Like, you come back here and look, you don't see it. You see how flush it is up there? That's straight line back. You don't even see it at all. It's not there at all. You can't see it. You see what I'm saying? It's right there. But you turn it flat down the car, come up. It's not in the way of nothing. It's clear. All right, so we should be good right there, especially after I wrapped it in all that heat shield, heat shrink, all the way up. So all the lines should be straight like that. So, yeah, I hit y'all back when I got some more. Gone. To YouTube, what's happening? It's CJ the Detail Guy. Hold on one second. All right, y'all. CJ Detail Guy just back. I'm buttoning up. Patience. Underbody. I had to get this pan put on. Showed y'all yesterday. I painted it, so there it go, dried up. I put that gasket maker on it. Let me show y'all that. This ultra black gasket maker, oil resistant. What I did was, on both sides of the gasket, I put the gasket maker on that, on the side that goes to the pan, and that's the side that goes to the block or to the bottom of the transmission. So they'll squeeze together, make a nice little seal. So what I'm getting ready to do now is tighten it up, because right now it's just screwed on. It's in there pretty good. It looked good too, sitting under that black, kind of contrast with the front. So glad I did that. But yeah, about to tighten it up. Y'all can sit and watch me. I'm gonna go around each bolt and just tighten up the bolts real quick. Give me a hot second, and should hit you back. 1 second. Sit y'all down right here so y'all can see. See what's going on. I hope y'all can see me. Either way, I can see that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Get that squared away. Y'all can sit and watch me for a hot second. Well, this lift does come in handy, but I definitely need to get this oil stuff fixed. But this hydraulic lines is leaking all that fluid, so I can get that dirt up off the ground. Anyway, I'm gonna go front to back, tighten it on tight, and then go from there. So let me squeeze it up a little bit. Still got a little bit of what you call it, transmission fluid on it. Gasket right there. All right. These last two bolts right here is for my aftermarket B&M shifter. So they got different bolts. These bolts were 10. The pan bolts were 10s. I don't know the torques for these. Just make sure they tight. All you torque specialists, go back and fact check me. I don't know torque specs outside of what I'm doing with this right now. I just got all that oil on. But go check it just to make sure you do it the way you want to do it or need to do it. But for me, whatever the torque is on this right here is what they're gonna be. So everything's tight there. Now let me go ahead and tighten up my shifter bolts. Alright, everything's back in place there. Pans on tight. That seems to be a success. I really won't know until I start putting that fluid in here. So I'm speaking it into existence. She gonna be straight. We good. I ain't sweating that. I ain't concerned about it. We good. This gasket stuff, I'm gonna let this sit overnight and let that seal up real good. Then tomorrow, what I do when I come in, is I'll put the fluid and stuff in. But besides that, shoot, everything is pretty much good to go. My oil unit here, I don't got no leaking going on right there. Again, I won't really know until I crank up the car and start to flow. Whatever that pressure does, you know, that's when I know what's going on. But everything under here seemed to be good to go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I know I need to redo my calipers on my brakes. I ain't even hardly drove this car, but in the process of just running it from body shop to body shop, man, my jank got dusty. So I'm gonna tighten my brake calipers up, get them crispy again, and I do that later. I ain't worried. I can just jack it up, take the wheel off, and get them straight. I'll worry about them later. But besides that, this was the main thing I was worried about, and the stuff that was going on the back. So all that stuff is done. My sensors are in. So at this point, really, I can lower the car and get ready for tomorrow, putting in the fluids and making sure I don't got no leaks. But like I said, right now I'm gonna let this sit overnight, and I'm gonna let these daggone this seal. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let it do its thing, and then shoot, I hate y'all tomorrow. Oh, one other thing I do gotta do. My cable on the transmission right here. With me having this cat right here, the heat from it, the heat shield just misses it. The heat that melted the sleeve. The wires and stuff are still good, but I am gonna change them wires out. But for now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap that in the heat shield to protect that up. Cause it just was the plastic, the regular plastic joint that was on here. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put another one on here and clean it up from there. So I'm gonna order another end for this 4L80 to put on here, so it'll just so I have it up to part. Well, I ain't worried about no nothing crazy happening. But for right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just wrap that with that heat shield. Just the same kind of stuff I wrap this with right here. This protects it up to like 2,500 degrees. So I'm gonna get this fixed, tightened up, and then actually what was wrong, it was supposed to be tucked up and plugged up there away from here. I got it up there now, but in the same process, before I noticed it, it was burning that shield up, so melting that shield. So like I said, the wires and stuff are still good. Ain't no issue or nothing with that. Just the plastic shield that was on it melted. So I'm gonna cut this off, wrap the wires, and then I'm gonna put some more heat shield on that joke. So I'm gonna take care of that, and then shoot, I got some more. It's probably be tomorrow. For y'all to be right quick, but probably be tomorrow when I get ready to do some more to it. But shoot, for the most part, that pan is in. Let's get a good look at it. The pan is in. It's looking decent. Got my oil sending unit in. I got my coolant temp in. That would if you can see right there. See that cable right there for the transmission? She was burning up, y'all. The cat was cooking it, so I gotta get that adjusted. So I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna cut that off and put some new stuff on there and call it a day. So, but besides that, she coming along under here, man. Like I said, that body shop, that first one, man, that joker jacked me up. Especially everything under here was pretty much new, so it is what it is. I'm gonna figure it out. But I got them cutouts wide open too, so when I crank this thing up, it's going. So anyway, I'm rambling, but this CJ Detail guy. When I got some more, y'all know what it is. I hit you back. Come on. All right, y'all. So it's on the ground. I'm just looking. I just put the oil in for the little bit of oil that I lost. I put zinc in instead of just regular oil. I put zinc in it. Because like I said, I'm still on the first oil change with this motor. And I ain't even went 500 miles on that yet. So I dropped some oil, not much, just, you know, little oil. But I just added a little small pint of zinc to it, just to get some little extra additive to it. So that's in. The next thing tomorrow is going to be to put the transmission fluid and stuff in. So I got to use this little special piece. So I made a funnel with that special end on it to fit in that joint there. A lot of y'all know what that is. It's a little aftermarket. I think it's Can Dig It or one of them companies. Transmission line right there, but the inlet is small. You can't fit a regular funnel in there, so I had to make that in order for that to make it work. So you just be having to babysit this funnel because you don't want it to fall over, nor do you want to start filling it up so fast where it starts to come out the tip. So you just got to babysit it, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow. It's late. I've been working and I've been working on this car. I got mostly what I need done and hit on the outside, so I'll put the transmission fluid in tomorrow. Then on the inside, I got the wires and stuff wired in. If you can see those two orange and blue wires right there, that's to my temp and my oil. So tomorrow I'm gonna come later probably, and after I get done working, clean up these wires, test my gauges, make sure all my gauges are working, and start to do the calibration on it once I know they're working good. And then all these wires, I'm gonna organize them, loom them, and I'm gonna get them ready to get put on the back of the dash. And then I'm gonna mount that dash up in here. All right, so we're moving along little by little. It shouldn't take me long to get this rest of the car stuff done. I'm just not gonna have my AC for the summer. That's gonna piss me off, but might have to just wait on that one because my man's, you know, he wilding. And then only other place, well, there's a couple places around here, but some of them scared to deal with old cars with swaps like this. So I got one place out Smithfield. I'm gonna rock with them, Ferguson. They old school electricians, but they know what they doing. This is easy for them, so I'm gonna let them do it. But I want to drive my car, so I ain't got time to be fooling with that joint, because I think I might need a condenser on here. The one I had on here was good, but being that I got an all brand new system, I'm thinking once this pressure from this joker here hit, it's gonna end up popping that joint. So I'm gonna probably change that out. That's why I said I'll probably wait till after Christmas. After riding season to get that done, because yeah, boy, I do got T-tops, so I don't really need it, but it's nice to have, but it can wait. So I'm gonna get that squared away. But I must say, Patience is looking rather good, y'all. She's starting to come along little by little. So let me get out this shop, man. It's well after probably 1, so I hit y'all when I got some more. All right. YouTube, what's happening? It's the next day. Got the car pulled out the hole after putting the transmission pan and stuff back on, changing the filter and everything. Got it out the hole. Got all the transmission fluid put in. I had another 5-gallon that I put in there as well. You can look from the back of the car. We dry. We don't got no leaks. We don't got no leaks on them. No leaks. No leaks coming from the oil sending unit. Everything's good. Everything up here is good. Got no issues up here. So I also wired in the oil pressure unit, which you can see that right there marked. And right here is the water temp. That's dead. So that was also what I was trying to get squared away on my dash. So As you can see now with that dash, I got my oil pressure at 99. Got my volts now. I still got to set my RPM. My miles per hour working. My mileage working. You can see my mileage. I got 22 miles on the whole car. About 27 be actual. My temperature right now is at 199 and my fuel is at 92. I do have those two lights on because I got to set the gauges. Once I set the gauges, I'm good. But the main thing that I needed was my oil. She working. And that temperature. She working. Now I know she working because I got my fans set at 190 or 180. And right now my fan is running like it's supposed to at 198. So it'll cool the motor down to keep me between that temperature there. And that's just been sitting right here. So you see it's starting to come down. It's at 197 right now. So it'll keep me in between there. When I drive it, it's gonna get even cooler. But for right now, that's perfect. That's exactly where I needed it to be. So I'm gonna call this a success. So now the next steps that I'm gonna be doing is getting all my wires cleaned up, labeled and wrapped and put inside on the back side of the dash. So I gotta take the seat out, I'm gonna take the steering wheel out, and I'm gonna sit in here and get all that stuff together. But the first thing I gotta do is this big Dodge Ram truck. I gotta get this thing done. Big Joker just came in. It's out of Ohio, another dealer car. I gotta get this Joker buffed all out, get the interior and stuff clean. The Joker nice. It's a 2019 Dodge Ram truck. Real low mileage on this Joker. She nice, man, but gotta get my work, gotta get this work done. So I'm gonna take this Joker for a test drive just to make sure everything's good. I did my shifting, back and forth shifting to make sure everything was in. My oil levels are fine. So I'm gonna run it up the street real quick. I'm gonna see how she do. And then shoot, I'll hit y'all back when I got some more, all right?